Good evening, everybody. Hello. My hair's a little wet right now. I'm fresh out the shower, feeling good, feeling hyped for this stream. Hope everyone's having a good day today. I'm having an all right day. Been running around doing some various things, and now I'm here with you. I love seeing the Frisks in the chat. Maybe we can get Frisk in here at some point during the stream. Potentially we can do that. It's been a crazy week, hasn't it, guys? It has been in the gaming world. Well, I mean, it's always a crazy week in the world, but specifically in the world of gaming, it's been a little crazy. And we can talk about really whatever you want. I did frame this video around talking about some Resident Evil stuff. Of course, we're very, very excited for Resident Evil 9, Resident Evil Requiem, which is coming on Friday. And you know what? You know what grinds my gears a little bit? Very rarely do I record on Fridays anymore. Recording on Friday this week. Damn. So I do have some work on Friday. I mean, I always have some work on Friday. Just how much, so but we'll be playing. We'll be playing on Resident Evil Friday night. And here's the other funny thing too. I have a family thing on Saturday as well. So not ideal. Not ideal to have a family thing on Resident Evil release weekend. Let's see. Frisk is freaking out right now downstairs. There is a tow truck in front of my house, but they're not towing my car. I don't know what's going on out there. Seems a little crazy. Let's see. Are we coming through good here? is everyone just exceptionally quiet tonight? And that's okay. Okay, yeah, we are coming through. I just wanted to make sure. 64 people here. Nice. I guess it's 69 that's nice, not 64. Do you guys want background music? I know that people requested that in previous streams. Let's see here. Which one have we used before already? Not 6-7. Not quite. I'm seeing 58 people. Let's do this Final Fantasy VII lo-fi. This sounds nice. Good? A little background music for everybody. Whoops, I accidentally hit pause. But yeah, there's some kind of chaos going on outside. Let's see, Holly. Oh, it's my neighbor's car is being towed. Strange. I'm sure Holly will be checking it out. Holly, listen, she's not the type of like neighbor that's like, you know, constantly going around in everybody's business, right? With that being said, she's no problem checking out what's going on from our own window. You know, being a little nebby, is that legal? I think that's legal. Why not? Why not see what's going on outside? So do we want to talk? What do we want to talk about first? I gotta be honest, guys. I'm not complaining. Exceptionally quiet chat tonight. Do you think I scared people away with people thinking we're talking Resident Evil spoilers? I put a little, thing in my tweet, but maybe not. If you're just here to listen to my sultry voice, that's completely fine as well. What have I been doing recently? Well, I've been playing not a lot, but a little bit of Ninja Gaiden. The new Ninja Gaiden, not 4 or 5, whatever it is. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound for the PlayStation 5, and it's been pretty good. The sprites, the animation are all amazing on this game. Soundtrack's pretty good too. Pretty good. I'm still so early on that a lot of the things haven't unlocked for me quite yet. Like, I know there's like a bunch of other abilities, but I seriously have had very little time into it yet. What else this week? Let's see. Sunday was A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. If anyone's been watching that show, it's the final episode happened. We have 93 people here now. Nice. And if you haven't watched it yet, no spoilers, but surprisingly excellent. Super excellent. Question mark in the chat? Are we sure this is working? And if you haven't watched it yet, yeah, it is working. It is working. Okay. Something feels off. Something feels a little off, but I don't know. Is anyone tweeting at me? Anybody in my Discord? Anyway. Okay, yeah. Best Game of Thrones in years. I gotta be honest. Well, you don't really. This isn't like a I gotta be honest situation. So, verbal tick. But, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, I wasn't really interested in watching it. I haven't watched House of the Dragon at all. Just because the ending of Game of Thrones, listen, you don't need to hear from me because something is off. My messages aren't going through chat. Let me finish this thought and then we'll figure something out. You don't need to hear from me that the last season of Game of Thrones is bad. Everyone knows that. But it kind of turned me off to anything Game of Thrones. And House of the Dragon has been kind of middling overall. and not middling. It just there hasn't been like a big pop for it. And I got into when what am I saying here? When Night of the Seven Kingdoms, probably about 3 or 4 episodes in, people were like, "Yo, Dustin, you really got to watch this." I was like, "Well, okay." Let's see. Okay, so people in my Discord are saying something is off. My messages aren't going through. You don't have to read my comments at all, but you haven't acknowledged anything has put in the chat other than a question mark. Let me pull up my YouTube chat, like on the YouTube page. Something is definitely weird about the chat right now. I was like, this... Some of my messages just mentioning RE9 are disappeared from early stream. What's going on? What is going on? Can anyone check to see if, like, something's weird with YouTube right now? Because, like, there's very little control I have over the actual chat module. Okay, let me open this bitch up to make sure. Yeah, when I open this page up, it's the same. So something odd is happening with YouTube. But we will work through it. Will you see what we post though? Okay, so there are some coming through. Yeah, we're getting some coming through. I had issues with YouTube a few hours ago and had to reload the app. It might be the site wide. They've been weird lately. Reply if you see this, Dustin. Hello. Okay. Seems to be working better now. A lot more messages coming through. Very weird. But we'll keep going on for now. Now, someone asked me a question earlier. Let's respond to this. Just a Wii Gamer says, "What's your favorite Resident Evil game?" My personal fave is RE1 Remake. Selfless or shameless plug. I do have a Resident Evil ranking video that I did with my friend Brandon. I highly recommend. The best Resident Evil game, I mean, it's probably 4, right? It's such a bland take, but it probably is 4, you know? So if we remove 4, and I know there's differences between 4 Remake and regular 4, but they're both equally as good in my mind. So I kind of just mush those together. But if I wasn't picking 4, I would either say 2 Remake or 7. You know, those two, I mean, yeah, Resident Evil 2 is really good. Let's see, this ranking says Resident Evil 1 Remake, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 3 OG, Resident Evil 4 Remake. Interesting. The hot take to spoil my own video was that I kind of don't like the Resident Evil 1 Remake. I respect it. I highly respect it. But there's some aspects I don't like. It can be really annoying to play still. I love the atmosphere. I love the vibe. It's so good. But yeah, it is odd. Not odd. It's not even, I don't know. People get mad at me. But listen, the chat's not working well, so if anyone's mad at me, they can't even respond right now. Let's see. Let's bring up the Metacritic. Let me get this set up for a second, boys. Give me a second here. Okay. Here is let's make this look a little bit better. Make this look a little better. I didn't really know how to set this up because is that better? So these are the review scores for Resident Evil Requiem. Specifically, this is on PS5. And sitting very strong. 110 critic reviews at an 88 on Metacritic. And I think I saw something, someone posted that this was the highest rated Resident Evil game since 4. So that's good. It is. I honestly don't. I was thinking, like, what did I expect this game to score? I think there was a little bit of worry with this game, specifically because, being that it has the two very distinct styles to it. They've got the action style and the more survival horror style. And so it seemed a little, I don't want to say weird, but it's certainly different. And I think Chris on Sacred Symbols very, brought up a very good point. It's like, how is it going to juggle these two? Is it going to do one better than the other? Is it going to do them both well, but neither one great? I think those are very valid concerns. So looking at this, we can see that, first of all, 96% positive with only 4 mixed reviews, 0% negative. Let's see. Big C Man, you're coming through here now a little bit. Is it when you guys put text? Are you guys like emoji only? Something weird's happening. I'll keep talking. But we do have a 100 from CG Magazine, 95 Noisy Pixel. What I'm most curious about is some of these mixed reviews. Let's go down and see the mixed reviews. And who are they from? Okay, so the emojis are coming through, but the text is not. Everyone's here. Okay, clearly there are people here that would like to be chatting but can't. What is going on? This is fucking awesome. It's really not. It feels okay, guys. It feels a little awkward just because normally, when I'm talking, whether it's on sacred streaming or on my own chat, it's like a conversation between us. Is this coming through? Syndicated television is able to talk. So normally there's a lot of feedback to when I'm saying something, but it's like I'm at a stand-up comedy routine and I'm bombing. Like no one has any kind of reaction. Let me look at this live streaming. Do I have options for my chat? Community moderation. None of this should have been changed. Comments on. Moderation. None. Save. No racial slurs. Okay, I can see this. It shouldn't be members only. There's some people that are able to chat that are not members. So here's my question, and maybe someone can respond in my Discord. Is it that when you type a message, it just doesn't appear and it just goes poof? Or is it can you see your own, whatever? Your own message. $163 people here. And most people. I had to reload the page to get it working if anyone can see this. Okay. If you can't chat, listen to the wise words of Locarian Storm V. Try reloading. That's always the answer for technical problems. Try reloading. See if that helps. We have a super chat from Andy Capped with just a thumbs up. $1.99. It's like hieroglyphics for me to determine how people feel. This is kind of great. in some ways. I can say nearly whatever I want. You guys can't make fun of me. You guys can't say anything back. Look, when I refreshed, it got rid of all my previous chats, so maybe it does help. Someone responded in the LSM Discord. Okay, I'm reading my Discord now. Am I banned/block? Messages send. I cannot send super chats. Can see my messages, but I only go to mobile and they aren't in chat anymore. My own messages will show up for me, but not for anyone else in the live stream. Then if I close the chat and open it again, my messages disappear. Same issue on all Lock streams recently. Hasn't he not streamed for a few days? Something weird with YouTube, guys. Something very strange. Let's see. Yeah, when I rejoined, my previous chats were gone like they were never sent. I assume I am visible now. You are. You are. May God bless you. And I'll bless you with this message. With this chat here. So it sounds like, guys, try reloading. Super chats only work with emojis. I won't ask you to try again. Just because I don't want you to spend your money on a test. But I wonder if you reload. So guys, here's the deal. Chatting is not working. But I can feel in my heart. And also from me looking at this analytics tabs that says 186 people are here. I can feel your presence. So I don't need to feel weird. And I will, we can carry on with things. we have a super chat from Chris Hendricks with all frisks, $10. Thank you, Chris. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why the fact that some of you can chat. I don't want to linger on this too long, but I have one last question. If you are a confirmed text chatter, are you in the United States? I need you to type your full home address in the chat for me. Please don't do that. Put it in the chat. Okay, so someone here from USA. It's regional, maybe? Dude, imagine if this happened on Sacred Streaming. That would be awesome. Because, here's the thing. If this happened on Sacred Streaming, I would get blamed for it. It would be my fault. But clearly, this is a YouTube-related issue. Okay, so a lot of USA people here that are still able to chat. Remember, reload. Reload if you have it. Okay, guys. We've established chat is fucked up. I'm going to keep going. Let's talk about some stuff. If you're able to chat, God bless you. If you can't, send the emojis or try reloading, and that may help. So, let's get back into these Resident Evil reviews. I think, we were going to see who the low end were. A lot of 90s, damn. It's feeling like it's overall a 9 out of 10 game. So many reviews here. Game Cult gives it a 70. I'm not even going to attempt to read this. 70. IGN Italy and Region Free. Region Free with the 6.0. Man, 6 out of 10? Who is this? Heavy on nostalgia and fan service with the occasional violent delight thrown in. Requiem is mostly fun Resident Evil title that still feels like a step down from its predecessors. I don't want to read this guy's whole review because I said that this would be spoiler free, and honestly, I don't really want to know. But it is interesting. And of course, Region Free has its own right to say whatever they want and have their own opinion, but it is interesting to have an outlier, of course. Also, IGN Italy with a 7 out of 10. Heartbreaking tale of two games. The first half with Grace offers a tense, atmospheric survival horror experience that hints at a bright future for the franchise. However, the second half completely betrays that promise, descending into a chaotic mess of forced nostalgia, nonsensical retcons, and a disrespectful treatment of its new characters. Interesting. So, seems like the split is not necessarily working for everyone, but certainly it's working for a lot of people. Here we go. Here's a reviewer that we can trust from the Washington Post, someone you may know, Gene Park. Let's read his little thing here. Requiem isn't flawless, but it doesn't need to be. Its levels breathe, its mechanics reward mastery, and like good zombies, its creatures never stop moving. Fear, strategy, and ritual coexist here in a way few games achieve. I can't read right now. And even after 9 playthroughs, it continues to surprise, challenge, and delight. So, pretty good. Pretty good. What do you guys... let's see, what are you guys saying here? It seems like chat's working a lot better now. Has anyone confirmed how long the game is? Technically, this is a spoiler to some people. I don't think so. I recall seeing that... oh, Jake's here. What's up, dude? I recall seeing it's like 12 hours. Jake says, I wish I was on Metacritic. Dude, at my old site, we tried to get on Metacritic for a long time. Never worked out. I have no idea what qualifies one to be on Metacritic and not another. But surely you would be able to pull it off. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Let's see. Seeing 10 to 15. I've heard 12-ish hours for a first playthrough, but it doesn't include inventory time. Story short, like 8 hours. Here's the thing, guys, about Resident Evil, and this is what Gene was saying on Twitter, and I totally agree. Once you know these games, and particularly if you're doing like New Game Plus, you can rip right through these. Let's go back to the main scene here. We don't need this up anymore for the time being. You can rip right through them. So, personally, I'm expecting for me, it's going to be between 10 to 15 hours. And I expect that would be the case for most people, is 10 to 15 hours. The OG games were like 3 hours on the first playthroughs. That sounds about right. I know it didn't take me 3 hours to play the first Resident Evil. It took me a lot longer than that. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys right now, too. I will have a Resident Evil Requiem video on Monday. For sure. It's happening. Unless something happens in my life where I'm like, an emergency or something like that. But I really want to have a video. I wanted to do a video. But I was not, and I'm not saying this with any disdain or begrudgingly. I did try to review it. I was not selected. That's fine. I'm not owed anything, but I still want to make content anyway. So we are going to have a video on Monday. I don't know if it's going to be a full review. I'd rather not blitz through it. So we'll see. Either way, there's going to be a video about my thoughts on it. So look forward to that. Dustin, do you mind if I turn the volume up and hop in the shower? Absolutely. Get squeaky clean. As I was saying earlier, my hair is still a little wet. Let's see. We weren't selected at SG either, Dustin. Yeah. It seems like the review pool was pretty limited. Just because I knew of quite a few people that didn't receive codes. And again, not complaining. I'd never want to be the guy that's like, oh, I didn't get a code. Not owing anything. But I'm just giving you guys insight to, things. We do have a few super chats. Let's do those from Courtney Williams. Better hair, Leon, Cloud, or Dante? I gotta remember. I mean, I've seen Dante a million times. Dante, Devil May Cry. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, the least good hair is Cloud. And his hair is sick, but if you saw someone with Cloud's hair in real life, you'd think that guy's a fucking dork. You'd be like, come on, man. Come on, bro. So let's go Cloud, Dante, Leon. Because you see Leon in real life, boner. Lock it in. Courtney, thank you for the super chat. And NZ, does that mean New Zealand? Guys, my parents right now in New Zealand on vacation. So if you look around, you might see my parents in New Zealand. C2, also with a $5 super chat, says, hi, Dustin. Can you shout out my girlfriend, Brittany, and remind her Chelsea FC are the world champions in case she forgets? Hi, Chelsea. I'm assuming you're not paying attention. You're probably looking at your phone. You're annoyed that you can't use the TV right now. I get it. I steal the TV and watch, Lockmort stream, and Holly's like, turn this shit off. Chelsea FC, I'm assuming that's soccer or football. Apparently they're champions. So I guess that is what it is. But shout out to you, Brittany. Bro called her Chelsea. Chelsea is a team. Guys, come on, man. I don't know what's going on here. Do I look like a sports guy? No disrespect to Brittany, the soccer team. Brittany, how's your team doing? She's a big fan of another team. Well, Brittany, your team is gonna win next time, absolutely. And your boyfriend here, who's C2, he can get fucked, as far as I'm concerned. Thank you for your $5 super chat. Appreciate it. And one last thing from Alark, became a member of the channel. This is a good time while we're doing it to get all these plugs out of the way. If you're here, thank you. There's a million streams, a million YouTube videos that you could be watching. You're choosing to spend your time with me, and I very much appreciate it. All the tech issues aside, it seems like the chat is working way better now. So thank you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, that's a totally free, easy way to support me. And I guess you hit the bell or whatever, and you'll get notified about my Resident Evil Requiem video coming out on Monday. But if you want to go a little above and beyond, little extra, because you're like, man, Dustin Furman, when he's got the wet hair, it makes me wet. Wait. You could become a channel member, which is just a way to support the channel, to support me. You get emotes, you get the frisk emotes. And you get a little supporter badge. So that's it. That's it for the plugs. Thank you. Awesome Tatum says, Dustin, marathon hype. I'm feeling it. It's very, very unfortunate this marathon playtest is happening over the Resident Evil 9 weekend, because I may play one game, but guys, I'm going to be grinding trying to play this game so I can make a video. Like, if I'm not when I'm not working on Friday, as soon as I'm done with work, it's going to be Resident Evil. Saturday, I'm going to lunch somewhere, and then I got a family thing. After that, Resident Evil. Sunday, all Resident Evil. And I got to record and edit the video on Sunday. So it's a little unfortunate, but with that being said, I'm very hyped for Marathon. I'm hoping I get to play this weekend. Either way, I'm going to be buying it when it comes out, for sure. And last but not least, and thank you, Awesome Tatum. Shot Uncle Ben. Look at his little icon down here. Dude, that's so rough. That's so rough. Became a supporter of the channel. Thank you, Shot Uncle Ben. Please enjoy your Frisk emotes, and I appreciate you very much. Let's look at. Well, let's see. I've been ignoring the regular chat. It seems like, okay, it says my chat like 50% of the time. It's cooked. Just keep sending them. Spam them. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, you guys were making fun of me. See, this is what I said. During the soccer stuff, I was getting made fun of because I didn't understand that. That's fine. Oh, I wanted to point this out. Slayer Giant says, I was surprised how open they were during the preview phase, and then we got shafted at review period. It happens, man. It's, you do what you can, but it doesn't always work out for reviews and codes or whatever, but you just got to keep on grinding, for the content. And here's the thing, guys, about review codes and games. I've been testing out, like trying to figure out, there is an element for a channel like mine where if I have a video out at embargo, I'm putting myself in what Jimmy and I call the meat grinder, where everyone's videos are out all at the same time. And if you're a smaller channel and someone search Resident Evil 9 or Requiem review, then you're like, someone's going to watch IGN or GameRanks, Jake. Someone's going to watch those channels before they're going to watch yours. And there's only so much that they want, that they need. And the people that do watch your video, they're just like a drive-by person. Maybe they just watch 30 seconds and then they dip out. So it may be beneficial for me. For example, the Dragon Quest video I did was on the Monday after release. I got 20K views on that, which isn't, it's great. It's not crazy for, a lot of other people in my space, but it did better than some reviews did. And so maybe there's an advantage to that. I don't know. We're still figuring it out. Still pretty fresh little baby channel. Let's see. It seems that Colin hasn't really had an issue with getting games from publishers with your channel, but how has that evolved with Sacred? Are there no-fly zones with people? I had a conversation with Colin about this a few months back, and he was fine with it because he was like, I don't want to restrict you from doing what you want to do and what you need to do for your channel. And he hasn't put any restrictions on me or anything like that. I personally think, as it stands right now, I'm not saying this would never change. First of all, they wouldn't give me review codes, I'm guessing, but I don't think I'm going to be doing any kind of preview coverage or review coverage of PlayStation games, like Sony first party. I think I'm going to keep that intact with my standing on Sacred Symbols and what the fans and listeners expect of me there. So, yeah, that's about it. What's your plan to keep collecting? I'm thinking about maybe pulling the plug after PS5 around 2030. Just feels like it's time, but I love buying physical games. Yeah, it's for PlayStation 6, it's going to have to come down to how everything integrates with the handheld. It might be time for PlayStation 6 to go digital, unfortunately. Very unfortunate, but it's true. I wanted to bring up, let's go back to some review stuff, because I know some of you are here. Some of you are here for that. Obviously, many people consider open or Metacritic the gold standard, but we also can take a little looky at OpenCritic. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Okay, here is the OpenCritic, which we are looking. Well, wait, what was Metacritic? Metacritic 88. So we're dealing with a 1 point difference. What's interesting, what I know, and this might be outdated information, is that OpenCritic is easier to get into than Metacritic. And I only say that because my old website, Handsome Phantom, which check out, they're still rocking in the podcast world with HB Podcast. They are, they are not there. When I was there, we were able to get into OpenCritic, but we are not able to get into Metacritic. In fact, if you search here, you can search my name as a verified critic at OpenCritic. You can see some of the reviews I did. Maybe controversial, some of them. 9 out of 10, Shovel Knight, King of Cards. 7.5 for Control. Ooh, don't let Colin and Chris know. Tetris Effect, 10 out of 10. Guacamelee 2, 9 out of 10. Dead Cells, 8 out of 10. What else do we have here? My 9.5 out of 10 for Ni no Kuni 2, also maybe a little bit controversial. I think that I only gave 2 10 out of 10s, and one of them was Mario Odyssey, and the other was Tetris Effect. So, anyway, that's a little aside. Let's go back to Resident Evil. I wonder, let's go and see, can we view, oh no, I didn't want to do that. I want to go to the scores. Let's see the lowest scores here. Okay, so we also got Region Free here as the lowest score. Daily Mirror also gives it a 3 out of 5 stars. It's, as it stands, Requiem is a Resident Evil of two halves. And that's by design. It's a shame that it results in a somewhat confused new entry that often ends up obsessed with regurgitating the past for the sake of nostalgia, as opposed to forging ahead, forward, towards the future of survival horror. Seems like chat's being a little wonky again, guys. Try reloading. Where's the 10 out of 10 Last Guardian review? That was before I was reviewing any games. And I would not give it a 10 out of 10. I would give Last Guardian... Ooh. What would I give Last Guardian? Well, right now, if chat's not working, I can say whatever I want and with zero repercussion. Last Guardian is a 9 out of 10, guys. 9 out of 10. Let's see. Resident Evil, so this is from Mashable. Resident Evil Requiem is a polished, fun entry that nails the mechanics, but leans too heavy on nostalgia and padding. It's stronger than Village, though it's not as bold as Resident Evil 7, and absolutely worth playing if you're already invested in the series. So that's what's kind of interesting to me. You're never going to please anybody with anything. I'm very well aware of that, trust me. But Resident Evil with 7 and 8 in particular, and I would say most clearly 7, bold new direction for the series. You know, going first person, very few, I don't want to say very few, but throughout the game, not a lot of connection to the previous entries, kind of an isolated story, right? Resident Evil 8 opens it up a lot. I liked Resident Evil 8 a lot. I do think the biggest issue with Resident Evil 8 or Village, is that it is clearly front half loaded. Like the let's be honest, guys, the castle part is the best part of the game. And it just slowly descends from that point. And I don't want to say it's bad at the end, but it's not as good as the castle part. So, to me, Village was not as strong as 7. Let's see. Damn, 200 plus members today. Dude, please don't ruin Resident Evil 9. Don't worry. Guys, I am so keen on not ruining Resident Evil for myself that I have not seen the last 2 or 3 trailers from this game. The last trailer I saw was it the Game Awards where they introduced that Leon was going to be there? I believe that was the last trailer for this game that I saw. So we're just purely reading some of these broad strokes takes. And honestly, I don't know. Is there anything else we really even need to look at here? We can just kind of talk, I think, at this point. But the main conclusion from these is that the game is great. And I'm very excited for that reason. Let's get back to just talking here, and we can... Oh, yeah, I guess maybe we're going to have a hard time talking. We do have a super chat from Andy Cap, thumbs down. I think he did this when I was maybe talking about Last Guardian. Sorry. I said what I said. I did what I did. Evan the Poet says, Brad told me how awful Resident Evil 6 was, and after finishing, it might be worse than he warned me. I've never played 6. I guess I'm a fake fan, but I've never played 6. And honestly, the way I feel about some things, guys, is that even if you're like a huge fan of something, if something that is in that IP or whatever is bad, you don't need to consume it necessarily. You don't. If you want to, God bless you. But in my case, I'm good. Guys, fit check on the cup. The Care Bears cup. Holly got these cups from her mom for Christmas. I like the purple color quite a bit. Let's see. Why do you think the Resident Evil 8 castle is the best when many believe the horror house was the best? The horror house. The dollhouse. The dollhouse is excellent. I gotta be honest. It was a little... This is so subjective, guys. So I'm not knocking the game for this. I enjoyed it. And I enjoy how long it is in the game. It freaked the fuck out of me. It was very scary. And I feel like I appreciate that in the game. But it's not my favorite part of the game. It's probably the second best part of the game to me. For sure. 7 was a strong recovery after 6. Yes, certainly. I've brought this up many times before, but it seemed like after 6, like it was kind of like do or die for Resident Evil at that point. No one believes the dollhouse was the best, just the scariest. I'm sure some people believe it was the best. It's rare that games actually scare me, so it sticks out in my mind, I think. Yeah. I'm a little bit of a wimp. Not so much that I won't play anything. You know, like I'll play anything. And I can feel, intense or whatever, but certainly, guys, who has the balls to play Resident Evil 8 in VR and play the dollhouse in VR? It ain't me. I ain't doing that. No fucking way. VR brings things up to a level that I'm like, a little too much. A little too much for me. I respect it. And I deeply wish there was a VR mode for Requiem. But to my understanding, Sony paid for those VR modes, and I'm guessing they're like, we're done. We're done. I love that shit. Fuck no. Can't do it, man. Sorry, can't do it, man. That's exactly how I feel. I have a story for you guys about me being a little bit of a puss. My friend Brandon, you guys know, very foul mouth. And he... I think he had a phase where he was like, oh, fuck me in the ass. Like, he said that a lot. And so I think we were all saying it. I was at PSX. I don't remember which PSX this was. Maybe 2017? No. Seems too late. It was the PSX that... Anyway, it doesn't matter. I was playing The Impatient on PSVR in the private press area for PlayStation. And there was a jump scare in it that freaked me the fuck out. And I said, fuck me in the ass like that. And dude, the PR guy was like, he laughed at me, and it didn't feel like a friendly laugh. Like, he was like, this guy's an idiot. San Fran? No, this would have been, it wasn't in San Francisco. This was the one, it was the last PSX in Anaheim. Yeah, you guys knew where it was going. I buried the lead on that one. Or I didn't bury the lead. I gave it away too early. So yeah, I said fuck me in the ass in the press room in front of the PR guy. So there you go. I did have a funny experience because as you guys know from listening to podcasts of people that have previewed games and stuff like that, there's a thing where you're playing a multiplayer game with devs, and afterwards they're like, oh, you're really good at this. Or even while you're playing, they're like, you're pretty good. Or you can tell they're like holding back on you. And that happened when I was playing the PSVR, like the tactical FPS VR game. There was a sequel on PSVR 2. It was ass. PSVR FPS game. What was it called? Firewall. I was playing Firewall with the devs. And they were like, man, you guys are really good. And I'm like, no. I know you're trying to do. Vegas was the best. You could just walk up to people like Shuhei or Kojima. Yeah, unfortunately, I was not at the Vegas one. I was at the one after that in San Francisco. And it was great. I did meet Shuhei there. But when I saw Kojima at the one in Anaheim, he had a wall of security around him. Metallica at Vegas in October, dude, I saw that. I texted my parents and I said, I'd like to go to this for my birthday. To be clear, my parents would never pay for a trip to Vegas. I was joking to them, and I don't expect them to do that. I wouldn't let them do that. I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to see Metallica. Hey, Dustin, can you talk some more about Neon Inferno? It's on my list, and I'm on the fence. What's your final thoughts? I don't have final thoughts. I really haven't played it much more than what I've talked about. It just kind of fell between the cracks, particularly with Dragon Quest. I should have played that instead of starting Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. And honestly, I just didn't even think about it. Maybe I'll play a little bit more tonight. Remedy's new CEO. I did see that. I don't have anything to say really about it. Seems like chat's working good now, guys. Seems like we're coming through. We're clear. Kojima still had an entourage in Vegas, but they let people greet him. That's nice. Kind of funny said that Requiem is MGS4 of Resident Evil, and I'm so in, dude. Inject that shit into my veins. Interesting. Which that makes sense, because a lot of people are saying it sounds like it's a bit nostalgia baity. And you know what? I think Resident Evil deserves it at this point. I think they can do their nostalgia bait game. I think that'll be cool. I guess the question is, how nonsensical is it? Because that's, I think, the problem with Metal Gear Solid 4. Not nonsensical, but let's see, you sent 3 super chats that not popped up? That's weird. Let me look. Let me see if I can see them in the back end. Give me 1 second here. How do I do this? Earn. If you've sent super chats, they are not even showing up in the back end. So I'm guessing you haven't actually paid. So there's something weird going on. Sorry about that. I don't know what to do. Now here's an interesting question. If you had to personally pick between Pragmata and Saros, which would you get? Few days apart. I really want them both, but I gotta give the edge to Capcom with Pragmata on this one. I really do. It's no disrespect to Saros. It's just that from playing the demo, I'm so in for that. Chad has been borked all week. I'm sure it's not YouTube's end. You're rage baiting me. Even the most nonsensical MGS story is probably better than any Resident Evil story. Let's be real. They're both over the top. I was charged for them. Keep them, though. You deserve it. Yeah, I'm looking. So, like, in YouTube, there's, like, my YouTube studio, which is, like, all the back-end stuff. And you can view where all your, like, earning activity is, including your super chats, and I'm not seeing it all. So, if it ends up coming through, even if it's next stream, we'll take care of it. Or I'll take care of it. My most anticipated game this year is Wolverine. Can't wait for September. I'm sure Wolverine will be great. I'm not, like, highly anticipating it, though. Is that what DSP is looking at when he's yelling at his audience to donate? Probably. Maybe, let me see if they've come up through viewer activity. This is another place where I can see all the super chats. And nope. Yeah, not coming through. It's really annoying. Thank you, YouTube. That's it. I'm switching to Twitch. Just kidding. Not doing that. Not doing that. How many people were here? 224. Seems like more people show up to these every week. Oh, here we go. Somebody finally asking the right question. Rebuild 07. Did Dustin already talk about Yoko Taro and Okabe doing the new Evangelion? Guys, this is gaming related. Can't get mad at me. This is very interesting news. For those of you who don't know, Yoko Taro, the main man behind Nier, is writing a new Evangelion anime. And the composer of Nier is also doing the music. Very interesting. And I gotta be honest, I'm unsure how to feel. I tweeted that, so maybe you already knew that. The only thing, and don't worry, guys, I'm not going to dwell on this too long, so don't get too mad. The only reason why I say that is that the creator of Evangelion, Anno, it's such a deeply personal story for him. And it's so intimate in so many ways to him and how he was feeling and a reflection of his life that I'm skeptical about Evangelion without him. Now, I know that Anno has said that he wants other people to make Evangelion stories. That's great. I don't care. I don't care that he said that. And I will be open-minded. And here's the thing. Bro, I watched Evangelion and couldn't tell you a single thing that happened in that. Go back to school, bro. Sorry, that was mean. If you put a gun to my head and said you must pick a new person to write an Evangelion story, Yoko Taro would probably be my number one pick. Maybe Kojima? But that might be too, I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't even work. That would work on a weird factor, but Yoko Taro's clearly the man. So I'm interested. I'm cautious, but I'm interested. Nah, he needs a book. Don't spoil it. I just started. I will not spoil it. Please, everybody, watch Evangelion. It's so good. It's so good. That's why I have an original movie poster from Japan of End of Evangelion hung up on my wall. That costs a lot of money to import. Sorry, my wife told me to be nice to you. I'm happy you enjoy weeb items. Your wife's listening? Guys, why do you got this up in front of the ladies? You're going to scare them away. I guess, okay, in your case, Jacob, you're married. She's locked in. You know, she can't, I mean, she could divorce you. But still, are you sure she wants to be listening to this? Jacob's wife, are you okay? Are you comfortable? Please reach out. Not to me, but to someone that can help you. If you're being tortured by listening to gamer talk. My wife crying right now, but we still watching. Let's see. We knew the Firewall devs personally, and Firewall sucked, but the PSVR version was amazing. Still has players to this date. Dude, yeah, the original version of Firewall, the PSVR 1 version was good. The PSVR 2 one was not good. Is Evangelion on Crunchyroll? Unfortunately, no. You can either buy a Blu-ray of it, or you can watch it on Netflix. Dustin, if it was a retelling of Evangelion with the same characters, I would agree with you and be skeptical, but it's a brand new story. Listen, that would be the ultimate situation, and I think it will be a new story. I don't want any of the same characters. I want all new characters. I don't need any more Shinji. I don't need any more Asuka. But from a branding perspective, is that the right decision? Is it the right decision? I don't know. Buy a Blu-ray, he says. Come on, man. Come on, man. Streaming, don't get me wrong. I stream. I watch stuff on streaming regularly. But, guys, you can't beat a physical disc. That really is. It's not like video games. It's not like you're getting the same experience. Clearly. I've streamed 4K stuff, and it ain't shit comparing to watching a disc, dude. Stand down. Netflix dub is trash. Why are you watching the dub? Get out of here. Did you see the Blue Point employee allegedly who was the top comment on the most recent DF Direct? No, I didn't see that. I don't know if I believe it. Stream compression is a killer? Yes. Yes, I agree. We ain't I can't. I don't want to read. I don't want to read when I watch something. I want to be able to look at my phone and not pay attention to what I'm actually watching. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing watching dubs? Why don't you just come out and say you're a bitch? Guys, I don't know what. I'm being a little mean tonight. I'm sorry. I take it back. I'm sorry. Well, I don't know if I take back how rude I was about it. But I don't take back the sentiment. Dustin, as an Iron Maiden fan, you should watch 28 Years Later, Bone Temple, Thank Me Later. Okay. It's funny that you say that because people have been telling me to watch it, but not saying why. The fact there's an Iron Maiden connection, that's interesting. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Hello, Dustin. Hello, Nicholas. Dustin being sassy, a little bit sassy. Dustin's bully era. He's out of line, but he's right. Okay. I will watch the Boner Temple. But I gotta be honest, I didn't like 28 Years Later. I didn't really like it. It's It's a little bit too far up its own ass. Dustin, what's the best starter Pokemon? Charmander. There was an issue with Super Chats for live streams tonight. Yeah, it certainly seems like it. Certainly seems like it. It's way better than 28 years later. Okay. I will watch it, but I will wait till I can watch it at home. And I will stream it with compression because I don't care enough to buy a disc. There is a movie that I want to see in theaters right now. Can anyone guess what movie I would like to see in theaters? First person that gets it wins nothing other than we'll bring it up on screen. Where can we find your movie ratings again? Letterboxd. There's a movie that I want to see in theaters. No one's guessing it. No one's guessing it. Yes, Bobby. Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. I want to see it. I've only seen one episode of the TV show, and I've seen about 3 episodes of the web series, and I think it's awesome. I want to watch all of it. I want to see it in theaters. The problem is I have to drive like an hour and 10 minutes to the only theater around me that's playing it. And it's a lot. I've done it for many movies because there's like one theater in Pittsburgh that gets all the crazy shit. But it's annoying where it's like I'm driving an hour to get there. Then you're watching potentially a 2-3 hour movie, and then you got to drive home. So it ends up becoming a 5+ hour event. Did I see Marty Supreme? No, I want to. I would watch it because it's now available on digital, but I ain't paying $20 to watch Marty Supreme. It pisses me off. I hate the $20 rental thing. To me, it's just not even out yet. I would gladly pay, the standard $6 or whatever. Hell, I might even pay $10 to rent Marty Supreme. I ain't paying $20 to rent it. No, thank you. But I will watch it. I really do want to watch. I got a free link for you, Dusty. I'm not pirating it. Here's the problem with pirating movies. And it's been a long time since I pirated movies. I think the last time I pirated a movie was because it was not available in my region or something like that. You guys know me. You guys know I'm fucking annoying. You guys know I'm an idiot. They're never good enough quality. It's like, oh, well, this one's 4K HDR. And it's like, no. It's like compressed. It's like a 2 GB file. Looks like ass. Dark scenes look like it's 240p YouTube or something. So I will wait until I can rent it on Apple TV, which of the streaming options is clearly the best one. So, but yes, I would like to see Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie badly. Dude, new Scrubs premieres tonight. One of the best comedies ever. Thoughts, feelings? Guys, I am pumped. I am pumped for Scrubs tonight. Though I don't have TV, so I'm going to have to watch it on Hulu or something tomorrow. I don't have Hulu. Maybe I can get Brad to give me his Disney Plus login. Brad? I think Brad's recording Duke right now. Brad's not in the room. Just watch it on your Apple Watch? Maybe. I remember watching anime on those terrible pirate stream websites in like 2012. It's funny. The way I watched Scrubs was on some weird ass website when I was in junior high, and they were like 240p, super tiny, and that's how I watched all of it. So happy hearing Scrubs is actually the same as it was. Yes, I saw some people give negative reviews like, oh, it hasn't evolved. I'm like, good. Oh, did I blow this the fact that Brad's on Duke? I don't feel like it's that big of a secret. Maybe it is. Sorry. Let's see. Other people had I missed something I wanted to read here. Watch Nirvana the band, the show season 1, 2 illegally. It's that good. That's one technically. So guys, there's a website, and I think it's all on the Internet Archive where you can watch Nirvana the band, the show. Is it piracy? I don't know. Give me a way to watch it legally, and I would. Nier Automata 2 confirmed, to be continued, was very vague. Certainly they're going to do another Nier game. Guys, I did see this. Okay, I've been popping off this stream. I'm working on some kind of extra juice right now. I don't know why. I saw Nier fans, because people were like, they're making Nier 3. And some of these Nier fans were like, actually, Nier 3 was the mobile game, the mobile gacha game, Nier Incarnation. That's the real Nier 3. It's like, bro, shut up. Shut up. It's so annoying. So annoying. It's funny. This reminds me, back in the Handsome Phantom days, I made a video called like Red Dead, something about Red Dead 2, years before it came out, because there was like rumors about it, Red Dead 2. And so many people in the comments were like, it's not Red Dead Redemption 2, it's Red Dead Redemption 3 or Red Dead something else, because you didn't include Red Dead Revolver. And guess what? It's fucking Red Dead 3. Or is Red Dead Redemption 2? Sorry. It was Red Dead Redemption 2. So, personally, when a new Nier game comes out, they're not going to number it. And I have no problem with anyone calling it Nier 3. If Nier 3, if Nier Reincarnation was 3, then it clearly wasn't that fucking important, because it's not available for anyone anymore. Nier 3, it's actually Drakengard 6. Actually, it's Drakengard. Drakengard is literally the nerdiest title ever. I'm a big fan of Drakengard. To be clear, I've always wanted to play Drakengard, but I haven't. Frisk wants to join us. Let's get Frisk. Oh, you're ready. You're ready. Guys, she was barking outside the room to come in. You wanted your moment in the spotlight. Are you happy? Frisk is here. Throw the Frisk emotes in the chat. There we go. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. I sold Drakengard 2 for like $200. Damn. Yeah, I don't have any of them. Frisk is here. My parents' dog, Elora, is also here because of, as I said earlier, if you weren't here, my parents are in New Zealand right now. But Elora's not going to come up. She's old. She's 16 years old. She's still, perky, in good health, but she's pretty lazy. You're pretty lazy too, Frisk. You're just looking off. The camera's over there. Right there. See? He doesn't care. Okay, lots of Frisk emotes in the chat. Love to see it. Love to see it. Are they going to Hobbiton? I don't think so. I don't think they were able to get tickets to go, because it's like really tough. Yo, parents on that Flight of the Conchords shit. Dude, my mom likes Flight of the Conchords a little bit. The real Flight of the Conchords fan of the family, Holly. Which I love it too. I've watched, both seasons of the show. We listen to Flight of the Conchords all the time. Holly really loves Flight of the Conchords. How old is Frisk? I want to say she's 7. 16 is a blessing. Mine lasted 13 years. Yeah, it is crazy that she's 16 and she's doing so well. Are there any excitement for next gen Pokemon being shown this Friday? No. I refuse to be excited about Pokemon until proven otherwise. Though, I will say, Pokemon Pokopia, or whatever it's called, the Ditto game, looking pretty good. Looking really good, actually. Frisk is... Do you guys see this? She was just licking my hand. That Pokemon, the weird-ass Ditto game, I want to play that. The previews for it have been very strong. It looks fun. Looks cute. What do you think, Frisk? She doesn't care. It must be so good if they flew people to Nintendo HQ to play it. Probably. Listen. The thing about it is I think Nintendo's smart enough to know that they're like, Pokemon is huge, even though it's ass. People buy Pokemon games, no matter what. Also, Animal Crossing is the, second or third best-selling Switch game behind Mario Kart? What if we made Pokemon Animal Crossing? That's a many, many $million idea. Given you weren't an internet personality until kind of recently, does it feel weird to have a few hundred strangers making time to watch you chat? I feel like, I don't know, I don't even necessarily consider myself like an internet personality. I'm like the lowest tier of gamer personality on YouTube. But I was streaming on Twitch like very consistently, like 2 years ago, guys? 2 or 3 years ago? Though I never hit these kind of numbers on Twitch. On Twitch, I think I was like between 50 and 80 most streams. The best I ever did was the tinfoil stream. So, does it feel weird? I mean, it feels weird because I'm very honored. I'm very thankful. I guess I'm used to it. You know, it's not like that. Sacred streaming, I think, is a lot more weird. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about any of it. My background music turned off. Dustin hates us. What did I do? What did I say? I'm still salty. Twitch dicked you over from partner. You were hitting the numbers. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. Honestly, it seems like outside of the issues tonight, the YouTube has been much better for me. Both in terms of how you guys feel about it, because I know you guys way prefer watching YouTube over Twitch. I prefer streaming on YouTube. And in addition, it is financially much better for me on YouTube. So it's like a win for everybody. It's a win for you guys. It's a win for me. So, yeah, YouTube is the way for me. Hopefully they can, fix that. Your funny short videos on Twitter were legendary. Bring them back. What? I don't even know what you're talking about. I've done like some memes here and there, like the Jim Ryan, I love bad bitches meme. I started watching your streams when you switched to YouTube. What's the YouTube cut? 30%? It is 30%. 30% on all super chats and memberships, I believe. So. We do have a super chat from Nerfed Ninja 499 who says, thank you for your donation. Nerfed Ninja, thank you for your Frisk thanks you for your donation. Thank you, Nerf Ninja. Oh, the Alex Jones one was gold. Yeah, that was a good one. I think the thing that helps me with YouTube also is that because I have established my channel, it knows that, Last Stand listeners also watch my channel. And so from the glory of the algorithm, many more people that are browsing YouTube just sitting on their couch, many of you, some of you that, I'm sure there's people that aren't even chatting. You didn't intend to sit down and watch me stream right now, but you sat down on your couch, you grabbed a beer, maybe you're eating dinner, something, and you decide you saw this pop up and you're recommending. You're like, oh, I'm going to hang out with Dustin and Frisk tonight. So that's a nice little area of it. The Ritual Network's trying to shut down the chat. The Ritual Network, they're trying to get me. Good evening, Sir Furman. Thank you. I've not been knighted, but I'll take the sir. Did you enjoy the off-camera Jamie-like role on Monday? I feel like the audience will always want you in the streams no matter what. I enjoyed it. It's not as fun for me as being on the stream, certainly, but with the stream 2 weeks ago, I don't want to repeat myself too much, but it is Colin and Jaffe's show. It's not me, Colin and Jaffe, for that show. And I was just trying to exist and produce the show. And because I'd always been on camera, I just was. And I think a lot of people were, focused in on that. And it was distracting from the experience. So that's why I decided to go off camera. We have a new support. We have 2 new supporters. Number 1, Meatball. Thank you, Meatball, for supporting the channel. Enjoy your Frisk emotes. Enjoy the Frisk emote. And in addition, Awesome Tatum has also become a member. Thank you guys for becoming members. Frisk thanks you. Thanks your generosity. Let's see. My super chats were me just thanking you for turning me towards Dixon Flannel. Just bought a bunch more shirts for work. Well, thank you. I'm sorry about the super chats. I really don't know what's going on with that. It's very annoying. But yeah, my dad is the one who turned me on to the Dixon Flannel. This is the Thrice Flannel. And they're very nice. I would like to own more of them. I do like, these are kind of like more, I don't want to call them dress flannels, but they're not like warmth flannels. And during this time of year, I like the warmth ones, but still, I still rock these regularly. Slayer Giant has become a supporter of the channels. Slayer Giant, Frisk salutes you. I don't want her to do a Nazi salute. I was going to try to she's putting her hand up here. Did that come across well on camera? Maybe. I don't know. The monthly Frisk tithe. Do you appreciate it, Frisk? She doesn't have a single thought going on in her brain right now. Not a single one. We have another one from Santiago Jr. has become a supporter. Thank you, guys. So many supporters tonight. So many new people joining in. Thank you. Thank you, Frisk. Frisk, you didn't do shit. You didn't do anything. But Frisk appreciates it. I appreciate it. Frisk, why don't you stick your tongue out? It's very cute when you do that. Because she's had some teeth taken out, her tongue sticks out way more often. Is it? You got it? Oh, wait. You can see it a tiny bit. A tiny bit. Supporters going crazy. That's right. Thank you, guys. I'm lightly considering the idea of doing a little bit of supporter-only content. OnlyFans. No, not OnlyFans. On YouTube. I'm considering something very minimal. And here's the thing. To be I would like to maybe do a little something, maybe once a week. Like I can just do like a quick little uncut video. But I don't necessarily want to tie all kinds of extra content to YouTube because I'd like to keep it open to having maybe doing a Patreon someday. Not now. Not now. But maybe we can do a little something for supporters. I like the idea of a smaller dog, but I have 2 black labs and love them both dearly. Yeah, I wasn't like dead set on getting a smaller dog, but we saw Frisk and it was great. We knew we had to have her. A monthly Discord private supported meet and greet. The thing is, I'm so accessible to people. It feels weird to sell the ability to talk to me. You know, like, I don't know. Dustin is going to recreate his top supporters' secret Discord. You sound like some of my biggest fans on Reddit. Give a Frisk away to every supporter. I wish I could. She'll make your life at least twice as good. She is a little annoying, though, at times. Absolutely. I missed an inch. Okay, out of curiosity, do you get more from super chats or memberships? There's certainly usually more from super chats than from memberships, but I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. But again, no one has to do any of that stuff. I've always said I'm not DSP here. It's only if you want to support me. It's never an expectation. And, you know, if you can't, that's totally fine. What I do want you to do is subscribe to the channel. And that's free. That LSM Shadow subreddit is so fucking annoying. Yeah. Listen, if I say anything too bad, they'll clip me and put it in there and make up more lies about me. So I honestly don't go there. I try to avoid. Sometimes people tell me stuff and I'll go look, but it's not worth paying attention to. You have your own Discord. How do we join? Here. Let's just do this. I will put the link in the chat in just a moment. Normally I put it in the whatever. What am I trying to say? I can't fucking talk. Normally I put in the description, but I forgot. In fact, did I even change the description for this? Oh no, my description says let's check out God of War Sons of Sparta. Whoopsie. So yeah, there's the link. Oh, and Slayer Giant's got it here too. Thank you, Slayer Giant. Why do so many people seem to have hate subreddits? I don't use Reddit at all. It's completely alien to me. I don't know, man. Lack of things to do is my guess. Is this Detective Seeds guy someone to trust? I honestly don't know. I don't know much about him. I know the Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit has said that he's not a reliable leaker and has been banned. I wouldn't take that as an official confirmation. The thing that I would say is that, number one, Jason Schreier, I believe, if I've seen correctly, you guys will have to make sure, said that it's not true. And I think someone from Bluepoint also was like, it's a nice story, but not true. So maybe there's some truth to it, but I'm not willing to say yes. Love the name of the server, by the way. Oh yeah, it's Dustin's Bizarre Adventure. Oh, we got lots of people joining the server. Nice. Wow, so many people joining the server. Thank you. It's my current hype gauge for Marathon. It's high. It's just hard because right now I'm so excited for Resident Evil that I don't have room for both, but I'm very excited. LSM crew should get on Fortnite for a live stream once in a while, once to check it out, kind of review the service. I think that would be cool. I don't think you're going to get Colin on Fortnite ever, but I would love to show off my noodle skin on Fortnite, my noodle from the Gorillas, or Mikasa. Someone said I said Mikasa wrong. at some point, some video. Am I saying Mikasa wrong from Attack on Titan? Am I a fake weeb? Fake weeb status? Detective Seeds has been 50-50 on his scoops. Okay. Okay. You guys don't want to see my noodle? My noodle? My noodle skin? No emphasis on Mikasa. We don't need Colin for that live stream. He can do super chats for you guys. He has no control over the. Unfortunately, I am the only one who can control all that currently. You're saying Mikasa. Mikasa. Mikasa? It's actually, wait. Oh, it's not actually a noodle. LOL, I had to Google it. Just some lame anime shit. Bro just exposed himself. Gorillas is not anime, bro. The long box PS1 collection, it's all downstairs. I don't have that many. I have Twisted Metal, signed by Jaffe. I have Rayman, and I have Wipeout, I think. Okay, we got some. Bro, self-reported? Oh, for the Gorillaz thing, that's right, yeah. I was like, what did I say? New Gorillaz album today? It came out today? I got an alert on my Discord. It says, unusual activity detected. Is there a new Gorillaz album out today? I don't think it's today, bro. I think it's like this week. I think it's this. Honestly, Gorillaz have been... Okay, it's February 27th, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. I don't think we have spammers. I just think there's been... I think so many people joined at the same time that it was like, oh shit. Increased activity from normal members. No action. Okay. We've resolved the Discord issue. Dustin, check your DMs. Time is 1,000. If Dustin slowly takes the flannel off, the super chats will come flying in. Come on, man. I don't think so. You guys don't. You don't want to see that. I did trim up, though. Trimmed up the beard. Are we still feeling good about the mustache? Are we still feeling good about it, guys? Or has it been played out? I feel like it's still looking good. I feel like I still feel good about it. Yes? We have a super chat. Pick up your cam and give us a room tour. I cannot pick up the camera. It is stationary. Long live the mustache. Looks normal now. Still good. Okay, good. Looking solid. Thank you. Classic Dustin. A classic look. Wow. Beards are played out. My beard still doesn't grow very well up here. That's the problem. Not your real dad with a $4.99 super chat says currently deployed. Brad, Locke, and yourself inspired Mento. Me too. Mento. Inspired me to play Kingdom Hearts 1 and Resident Evil 1 Remake because I'm bipolar apparently. Well, enjoy. Kingdom Hearts 1 is very good, but Kingdom Hearts 2, peak. So, enjoy. Enjoy, and I'm glad, you can listen while you're deployed. God bless. And appreciate your super chat, brother. Trim the sides and leave the middle of the mustache. Something about that don't feel right. I don't know about that. I'm surprised no one's really. We've talked a little bit about Bluepoint, but do we want to talk about Xbox? I mean, I'm gonna be talking about Xbox so much on Sacred, so maybe I should just save it for that. Not a Charlie Chaplin fan. No. No. What do you think the Cory Barlog game is? I'm almost 100% certain it's War of the Monsters. I don't think it's War of the Monsters. I have no idea what it is. I'm getting semi-deployed. You better send me a stand down if I see you out there. That chatter is in the Persian Gulf right now. Goodness. If you and Holly are ever in tropical holiday in Central America, hit me up. We're not going to be going anywhere for quite a while with the baby coming. That Jez article, man. I read a little bit of the Jez article. I saw Jez getting a lot of heat. Which I thought was weird. But yeah, my opinion on the Xbox stuff, to make it brief and a little tease for Sacred Symbols, for you to listen on Friday. It's over. It's over, guys. And it's no disrespect to this new CEO, but I kind of think I'm agreeing with the take that I'm not saying they're like not doing hardware anymore, but I'm not feeling it, guys. I'm not feeling it. The plan is the plan until it's not the plan. Yeah, that's right. That was quite the quote. Dustin, now that you've beaten Dragon Quest 7 and enjoyed it, will you try Dragon Quest 11 again? Yes, I really want to. Too many games right now for me to. I think I got to start Dragon Quest 11 and just make it a long-term game that I just play here and there, you know? Cory Barlog game is an Egyptian God of War game in the same universe with a different title, Atreus main character. I hope it's a much older Atreus who's not as annoying. Not that he's like insanely annoying, but GC Western Digital is all sold out of their hard drives for 2026 already. AI even hitting the HDD prices. It's not surprising. To my understanding, it uses the same kind of chip. So it is what it is. Has Beyond Good and Evil beaten the Duke Nukem record yet? I don't know. I would assume so. Going to use my Series X for its 4K player. Guys, my Series X has not been turned on in like at least a year. It's looking dusty. It's looking bad. Other LSM related Discord channels? I think Maddie has a server. But I'm honestly not sure. Is Dragon Quest turn-based or timed turn-based like Final Fantasy VI? It's regular, very traditional turn-based. Do you collect boutique Blu-ray discs like Criterion, Arrow, or Kino Lorber? I've never heard of that, or Arrow. I own a few Criterion Blu-rays, but I don't consider myself a collector at all. I really only buy the movies that I really, really like. And that's really about it. I maybe buy 2 movies a year at most, 2 to 3. I will tell you though, if they release a Studio Ghibli 4K box set, which it seems like they're eventually going to do, they just announced Kiki's Delivery Service in 4K IMAX. They're working on it. I will buy that, absolutely. I already own most of them on Blu-ray, but I would upgrade. I own Boy and the Heron 4K on disc. I own Akira on disc. What else do I own on disc? 4K Blu-ray. Best Ghibli movies. My favorites are Boy and the Heron, Princess Mononoke. Spirited Away, of course, is great. Shout out the low-key banger of the Studio Ghibli lineup is what is it called? Is it Porco Rosso? I always feel like I'm saying the name wrong. Porco Rosso. Yeah, it's Porco Rosso. Amazing. I've only seen it once, and it was like a year ago, and I was like, damn, that was sick. Nazca. I like Nazca. I'm not in love with it. Also, another low-key banger, The Tale of Princess Kaguya. I illegally downloaded Boy and the Heron. Am I going to jail? Yes. I'm calling the police right now. And you will go to jail. Because you should have bought it. Because it's amazing. Evangelion 3.0 plus 1 4K. No, it's too expensive. It's way too expensive. Have I seen Grave of the Fireflies? No, I'd like to. Maybe at some point. It's too depressing for me right now. To my understanding. We do have a super chat I don't want to miss from Boots. What's up, Boots? Boots says, I disconnected my Series X. Looking at it made me sad. LOL. Yeah, it's one of those things like, what do I do with it? It feels wrong to get rid of it, and I don't think anyone would want to buy it if I tried to sell it. So I think it's just gonna exist for me. So, yeah, it is sad at this point. So, Boots, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. What sucks is the Series X is a really nice machine. Yeah, it definitely is. It looks great. As long as it's not Pom Poko. Holly keeps asking me to watch Pom Poko with her. I've not seen it. Isn't it like over 2 hours long? Whisper of the Heart is a Ghibli must watch. Holly really likes Whisper of the Heart. I've watched it with her. I honestly don't remember it very much. My only one that thinks Ghibli is overhyped, like they're not bad, and some are better than others, but on the whole, they aren't crazy good. You are the only one. You're the only one. I'm not saying everything Ghibli has done has been incredible, but to say they, on the whole, they aren't crazy good, you're crazy. Without spoiling, you caught up on OP, and do you plan on talking about with anyone on stream or video? No, I'm a few chapters behind. I am caught up on anime, but maybe at some point, but I just don't have an outlet for that, and I don't think YouTube has locked me into talking about games, which is good because that's what I wanted to do, but most of the people that listen to me don't want to hear about One Piece. Maybe at some point I'll just say fuck it and do it anyway. We have another super chat from Martin Perez, who says, if Xbox goes full third-party developer day and date for PS6, will you get their next hardware? Greetings from Argentina. $5,000. I don't know what that is in Argentinian money, but it doesn't matter. Appreciate it. Will you get the next Xbox hardware Probably not, because I'm not interested in their PC approach. Not that I don't think it's cool, but I have a living room PC, so I just don't need it. Don't need it. So I probably won't get. I'm probably going to be very expensive too, and I just don't. Yeah, don't need it. But thank you, and hello to you in Argentina. $3.58 USD for Prosperity. That's awesome. Thank you, dude. Joe, it's always funny to see like 5,000. You're like, whoa. Do a One Piece chat with Bradley like Easy Anime. Mate, where do you put that? Where do you put it? Hold up. Neon Genesis Evangelion is wildly overrated as well. Think about your life. Think about every moment of your life and how it's led up to you saying that. On your own channel? Nah. Ava is overrated. I agree. Guys, find help. Find help as soon as possible. You need it. You need help. Please, I'm begging you. Please. I realized I was leaning forward too much and I was probably hurting my back. I always do that. I had this amazing ergonomic chair. That's Herman Miller. It's very expensive. And then I always lean forward in it like a fucking gremlin. So we're back. We're now in the cozy mode. No one can get me mad about talking shit about Ava when I'm leaned back. We're chill. We're good. We're good. I kind of hope the new Evangelion anime has a new cast of characters. I think it will. Will the Halo 1 remake save the franchise? No. I think it will probably be, at the very least, good. Honestly, the no multiplayer thing is a real bummer, guys. It's a real bummer. Dustin, I'm going to Japan later this year. Do you have any tips? Either DM me on Twitter or send me a Discord message. I will send you the Dustin's Guide to Japan, which is full of great tips. Which Herman Miller do you have? This is the Herman Miller Gaming Embody chair. It's the one with, it's this one. I think I've had it for like 2 years now, and it's been a very good chair to me. Do you ever finish Frieren? No. Do you like Ava because of the mechs? No. I do like the mechs, but it's not the reason I like it. Just got confirmation for Horizon Hunters Gathering thing. Nice. I think I signed up for the beta thing, but I realized, like, number one, I don't think I'm going to be able to play it this weekend. And two, if I play it, I can't talk about it, which is kind of annoying. So it is what it is. I definitely pay attention when you speak about your Japan trips. Would love to visit Japan someday. Dude, you got to go. It'll ruin your life. It'll ruin your life. Be honest with me. Is the chair worth the price? It's like $2,000 here in the UK. It is a very expensive chair. I got mine on sale. It was still very expensive, but I did get it on sale. Is it worth it? If you sit in your chair a lot like I do, yes. And have back problems. I don't have like major back problems, but I do. My back can be a little annoying. So is there better value chairs, like better bang for your buck? Absolutely. But like I said, good sale. And yeah. Now, here's a good question from Bobby is Legend. Are y'all going to Too Many Games again this year? Unfortunately not. I will not be at Too Many Games because my son, my baby boy will be like a week old, or between a week and 2 weeks old at that point. So I will be staying at home with the baby. So no Too Many Games this year. I'm very sad about it, but not too sad because I'm excited to have a baby. I mean, I'm not the one having the baby. It is my child, but I'm not birthing the baby. I'm not the one carrying the baby. I mean, I'll carry it once it's born. You know what I'm saying? Living in Japan as someone who isn't rich looks like a nightmare, to be honest, with all those black companies and stuff. To be clear, when he says black companies, he means that there are some companies that consider there are white companies and black companies, and black companies just basically means that they don't treat you well, and white companies are people are treated fairly. But yeah, the best way to be in Japan, unfortunately, which is why YouTubers want to move there, is to make USD and then live in Japan. For sure. Take the baby with you. The baby's a little too tiny. Little too tiny for that. Dustin will be missed. He brings the gang in. I don't think the gang is coming at all. So there will be no Butler PA presence at Too Many Games this year. So this is a fantastic reason to skip out. Thanks for responding. I'm sure it's still going to be excellent. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing that Mystic Ryan and Spawn Wave and I saw Metal Jesus is going to be there this year. Scott the Woz. It's a stacked year, dude. So yeah, I'm sad I'm not going to be there. I would love to meet some of those people. Average salary there is only 50K equivalent. That is skewed by executives. Damn. Skewed by executives, yeah. Yeah, I've talked to people that live in Japan. And I understand that sometimes, financially things are not good. Do you know any other new babies for yours to grow up as friends with? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Both Holly and I's very good friends just had a baby a few months ago. So, do you have a favorite food from Japan? Curry. Japanese curry. Is the Dagster still going? I don't know. I think he usually goes every year, but I don't think he's going to have any kind of official presence. Like, he's not going to do it. I mean, he could. I haven't talked to him at all, but if you want to connect with him, you have to ask him that. I think he's still on Instagram. I believe he's still on Instagram. Still rocking 200 people here. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Let's see. Tonight's workload is Defining Duke. Defining Duke still recording. Gonna be a big one. I'm supposed to play a game with some friends tonight, I think. The golf friend slop game. What's it called? Do you guys know what it's called? There's like a popular game on Steam right now. I guess I could just bring up Steam instead of being lazy. I just saw it a second ago. Where is it? Super Battle Golf. Yes. Optimus had us here. I think I'm supposed to play Super Battle Golf tonight. I'm very excited. Though our friend group, we haven't exactly coordinated that. I guess here, I'll put in the... Oh, Ben at 850 said, "Are we golfing tonight?" Brandon says, "I'm down." I said yes, all capital letters. Did you play Yap Yap, Friend Slop? No, we ended up not playing Yap Yap. Seemed like it wasn't quite ready yet. I was thinking Walkabout, but I knew it wasn't that. Walkabout is great, though. Bro is flexing having friends on me. Dude, come on, man. Come on, man. Stefani Duke is going to have a lot to say, I would imagine. Yeah, probably. Brad was supposed to play Super Battle Golf with us, but who knows when he'll be able to. Who knows? First game that you show to the baby boy, I don't know. We'll figure that out when he's able to even comprehend what a video game is. Death Metal in your face with a $2 super chat says, Death Metal with hardcore DNA is goated. Dustin, Death Metal with hardcore DNA. Like metalcore? Is that what we mean? But I agree. I'm into all that. That's all good stuff. Thank you, Death Metal in your face. For that super chat. Lemstees says, just got my first PC a few weeks ago, and it's a new world to me as a PlayStation user. What are some do's and don'ts to get the most out of it? Appreciate the work you do for LSM and your own channel. Well, thank you. Thank you for that super chat. Do's and don'ts of PCs. Do update, make sure your drivers are updated. It's not that hard. I know I joke about it and people meme about it, but updating your drivers isn't that bad. Do make sure everything's updated. Do take advantage of key selling sites. Not all of them, but like sites like I think CD Keys is a good site to find games, a good deal on games. Make sure you price comparison. Steam is not always the cheapest place to buy a Steam game. So there's that. What do you guys think, chat? What are some don'ts? I'm going to say one that might be controversial to you guys, and let me explain. Don't bother pirating games. And I know, I know piracy bros are like all about it. I'm not going to preach to anybody. The thing is, first of all, I don't want to pirate games because I have the money and I'm happy to pay for them when I want them. But I just don't want to fuck around with anything that could give me a virus or weird stuff. Dude, trust me, when I was a teenager, I was pirating shit all the time. I didn't have any money. But don't even bother with it. Oh, last do. If you play a game on Steam and you don't like it within 2 hours, I believe it's 2 hours or 2 weeks' time. If you don't like it or it doesn't run well on your computer, refund it. It's crazy concept. But if you buy a lot of games on Steam, you can basically refund anything. Obviously, there are people that take advantage of the system, and that's going to be a problem for your Steam account. And they're eventually going to say, no, you can't do that. I have never been denied a Steam refund. And it's been great because there's games that I started to play for like an hour, and I'm like, I am not feeling this. And so I refunded it. I just did this the other day with that Crystal Theater of Idols game. Played it for like 45 minutes to an hour. Wasn't running very well. I didn't like the way the combat felt. Just didn't feel quite ready yet. Refunded it. Got my money back. $17. So I highly recommend, don't abuse it, but take advantage. Don't take advantage of it. But it is there for you to use for when it's necessary. Thank you for the $10 super chat. And we have another one from the Little MJ Puppet. Little Michael Jackson puppet? I'm getting Resident Evil 9 on Switch 2 solely for the gyro. Gyro man here. I respect it. Gyro aiming, guys. You know, the tough guys out there are like, oh, I'm not using gyro controllers. What is this, Wii? I ain't gay. I ain't doing gyro aiming. It's actually not bad. Actually not bad. I don't use it super often. I think when I get the Steam controller and it's like really easy to set up for my PC, I will do that. I'm not gonna buy Resident Evil 9 on Switch for gyro though. Absolutely not. I think I'm about 90% sure that I'm gonna buy it on PS5. Even though I have a great PC, I think I'm gonna get it on PS5 just for the comfort of playing on my couch and stuff like that. Thank you, little Michael Jackson puppet. Another super chat. Man, lots of love tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. Nerf Ninja. So what are your thoughts on Lies of P? It was my first Souls-like, and I loved it. I'm waiting to see if the DLC goes on sale. I played Lies of P. I beat it. I did not play the DLC. I think that it was very good. It was not amazing. I think a lot of people really liked it. I wasn't quite in that camp. I really liked it. The parry timing, and I watched a whole video explaining it. I'm so used to Sekiro that it was hard for me to adapt into Lies of P parry timing. Luckily, you can still do dodge rolling. I think Lies of P, the best thing it has going for it is the world is very cool. The story is really cool. I love that aspect of it. I will say this is something Brad and I talked about. None of the boss fights in Lies of P come anywhere close to a From Software boss fight. But it's still a really great game, and I'm very excited for what they do next. So thank you, Nerf Ninja, and that's my thoughts on Lies of P. Let's see, the next super chat. Man, lots of super chats tonight. Guys, thank you. Bridgeman says, Gyro Gang, let's go. First played Resident Evil 4 on Wii. Best way to play. To be clear, though, Bridgeman, that is not full. That's not gyro. Technically, I don't know what we would call that. Do we want to call that light gun aim? Gyro is purely the movement of the controller, but it is very similar. So we'll let that slide. Resident Evil 4 on the Wii, that's how I first played Resident Evil 4. And I think I was in 8th grade. I got to be honest, it freaked me out a little bit then. I told you guys I'm a little bit of a wimp. But yeah, they uses a sensor, so it is a little different, but we still respect it nonetheless. Thank you, Bridgeman. Appreciate it. And Carlos Enrique. Well, let's just go with Carlos. Carlos! Wait. Carlos Enrique. I'm just going to stop while I'm ahead. Carlos, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Completely unrelated to Resident Evil 9, but as a proud Honduran and member of the LSM community, I heard you mention you've been to Honduras for a cigar trip. How was the experience? Yes, I have been to Honduras for a cigar trip. I went on this trip because I worked at Ben's Speakeasy. And so through that, we were able to visit, and I had to pay for my ticket, which was very expensive. But we got to go to Honduras, stay at Rocky Patel's estate, and we got to smoke as many cigars as we wanted. We got to drink rum and coke all day long. We were drinking rum and coke in the van that they drove us around in. The one night I was very drunk there. It wasn't an ugly scene, but I felt bad. So we got to tour the tobacco fields. We got to see where they dry and ferment the tobacco. We got to see the cigar facility, and it was great. It was amazing. I really enjoyed being in Honduras. Reminded me a lot of being in the Dominican Republic. And the only thing that I wish that I got to see is that I feel like I didn't. When I'm visiting a foreign country, I want to live at least some degree like the people do, or see how the people live. And this was a very touristy experience where the one night we walked around in the city that we were in, which I can't remember what city it was, and that was cool. But the rest of it was like I'm in a gated, estate. They're driving me around places. But it was a great experience. I mean, being in the Dominican Republic for not multiple weeks at a time, but going there, I think 3 times, and being in Honduras, I love it. I love it down there. And dude, beautiful weather. People are so nice. So it was a great experience. Absolutely loved it. I'd love to go back someday. Thank you for that super chat. Appreciate it. But yeah, I smoked a lot of cigars on the trip, guys. I smoked like 10 cigars in a day. Am I proud of it? No. But I'm not proud of it. Let's see. Oh, okay. This chat's a little beautiful women too. Oh. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Delicious food as well. Do you ever get nervous about knowing that you're going to have a kid, just like your life is going to change in a very specific way, but also maybe it's a process that you're just ready to encounter? Yeah, I definitely get anxious sometimes, but not like I'm crazy worried or I'm like, I regret this. I think it's like the level of anxious that your body does that's just like, hey, you need to get yourself in the right mindset. You gotta be ready, And so, yeah, I'm excited. I know my life is going to change drastically, and it's hard not knowing what that's going to look like. But I think that one of the things that I feel very blessed about, and I do not take this for granted ever, guys, is that my job makes it easier. That the life change is going to be, it's not going to change the amount that the life changes, but the fact that I'm at home and that I'm flexible. And I know so many of you guys watching this video right now, or watching this stream right now, raised kids, had children, and worked a 9 to 5, and God bless you, for real. So I never take that for granted, but I'm very thankful at the same time that that's my situation. It's not that I, can just be lazy and do whatever I want. Obviously, there's working for Last Stand at times can be a very demanding job. It's just demanding in a different kind of way. Any meat cigars? Come on, man. We just had a nice moment. Who had Requiem in the Sacred Draft? That's a good question. Let's find out. Who had Requiem? Colin Moriarty had Requiem. That's his score. Dustin, Mouse PI for Hire is also releasing close to Saros and Pragmata. Mouse PI looks great, but Saros and Pragmata are way above that for me. The Jolness says, hi, Dustin. Hello. Good evening. Bought RE9 on Steam for myself and a friend. We're both super pumped for it. Dude, what a bro move. Buying a $70 game for your friend? Shout out, dude. Dude. A man who buys his friend a game that they're looking forward to? That's lifelong friendship shit. Not that friendship, of course, is based on, material things. But bro move. And I respect it. Shout out Woodsy. Shout out to Hodge for the banger graphics. Yeah, Hodge always does an amazing job. Hodge is great. Joseph, hello. Sorry I'm late. It's okay. It's okay, Joseph. It's all good. Dusty, what game are we hating next? It's a great question. What game are we hating next? Hard to say. I honestly don't know. We'll find out soon. It might be Marathon if they don't play their cards right. Is Romeo a Dead Man on your radar? It's made by the same guy behind Shadow of the Damned and Lollipop Chainsaw. It is. I want to check it out. I got to be honest though, it's a little too expensive for my interest level. Um, I do want to check it out at some point, but I just am not sure if I'm going to like it, and I don't know if I want to spend $50 on a gamble. I could buy it on Steam and do the, refund thing that I talked about earlier, but with Resident Evil so soon, it's like, I want to make sure I give it a fair chance. Romeo came out at a bad time. That sounds about right. Yeah, it seems like it did come out at a bad time. Though I think a game like that is always going to be niche. I beat it the other day. I mean, it's fun if you like his games. Nothing special in gameplay, but story has interesting themes, and the game is just a vibe. I didn't watch all of it because I didn't want to know too much, but I watched Happy Console Gamers video. Shout out Happy Console Gamers. Shout out Johnny. He is awesome. Johnny is such a good dude. I don't know him super well, but we had him on Summon Sign, and I've been a fan of him for years and years. And I've talked to Johnny on DM quite a bit, and he's reached out to me multiple times. He's just a really, really great guy. So shout out. I really respect him a lot. He is an inspiration for me, for sure. Alex has a $4.99 super chat. Dad here. Life will change for the better when he starts sleeping. You got this. All the best for you guys. Thank you. Yeah. I'm fully prepared that life will change, as the Persona song says, or is titled. But we're ready for the sleep stuff. I got a book recommended to me by a listener who emailed me, someone I've talked to before, about like different things you can do for sleep. I haven't read it yet because I know if I read it now, I'm going to forget. So I'm, hopefully that'll help, but I'm mentally, I don't want to say I'm mentally prepared, but I am in the process of mentally preparing. So thank you, Alex, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Means a lot. The sleep schedule was huge for us and helped for sure. That sounds smart. Okay, we have a super chat, but I want to make sure I hit some of these. I think Crimson Desert could be this year's Expedition 33. Potentially, yeah. If you guys haven't seen my video, I have a video about Crimson Desert. Very contentious. I think actually that video is my most disliked video on the channel. Dustin, we need you to will into existence Judas, Intergalactic, and Corey's game all next year. I could see 2 of the 3, but maybe. Let's do this super chat from Mega Death Spank. Thoughts on the Fire Red Leaf Green re-release? Yeah, I saw this was contentious for some people. Like, there was a lot of people like, oh, how could you release a ROM for $20? This is Nintendo. This is Nintendo greed. And it's like, it sounds so, like, listen, I'm not like Colin who says this all the time, but it's like, it sounds very broke to be like, oh, a company is selling their product for $20, a game that is severely inflated in price. I don't know. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing to remember. Sometimes a thing is worth what the market is willing to pay for it. And in that case, as Prince of Duval says, $20 seems like a good deal to me. Exactly. I think they could have charged even more for this. Now, I haven't done a ton of research. Like, I watched the trailer when it came out. Is it true that it is maybe lackluster in features? Potentially. I saw like it can't do trades and stuff like that. There's no like, outer UI menu. It's literally just turns on ROM. Certainly. But it's Pokemon, guys. It's Pokemon, the biggest IP in the world. Of course they're going to charge money for it. Of course it's not going to be on the GBA service. Of course. Because it's worth what people are willing to pay for it. And people are definitely willing to spend $20 on it. And like my take too is like, if that's too much or you feel like it's not a good deal, and you would rather just download a ROM and play it on your phone, and I mean this sincerely, more power to you. More power to you. So yeah, I'm not going to play it because while I think it's cool and I think it's a fair price, I would rather play it on my Analog Pocket because I still have a copy of Pokemon Fire Red. So obviously, if you don't have a copy of Fire Red, that's not an ideal way to do it because it is expensive. I won't lie, I pre-ordered immediately. Exactly. Are you a Doritos and Mountain Dew kind of guy? What's your go-to gaming snack? I've been watching a Korean cooking show and the snacks seem crazy good. I'm not super big on Doritos. I used to love the flavor. Guys, this was like 2007. The Doritos salsa flavor. Bring back salsa Doritos. So, I do love Takis though. They're not a good gaming snack, but I love Takis. They hurt my stomach. I'm in pain after I eat too many Takis, but I still do. But gaming drink, if it's the afternoon, it's coffee. If it's at, later in the evening, Diet Coke. A little Diet Coke in gaming? Is that very millennial of me to say? Maybe. But it is what it is. Yes, bring back the salsa. Yes. Any thoughts on Cool Ranch? Not in. Can't. Sorry, man. Can't do it. Salsa Sun Chips are a good substitute. I've had those. I haven't had them in a while, but I should have them again because I feel like that would be a good substitute. There is a hack, though, guys. The hack for those that are desperate for the salsa Doritos. There is a way to eat them. It's just kind of shitty. If you buy the flamin' hot bag of Munchies, the the mix that has the pretzels and the Cheetos in it, the Doritos in there are salsa Doritos. How could this be? They still got it. They still got the ability to make it, and they're just not doing it. The Ritual Network is holding out on us they're paying off Big Dorito to keep the salsa out. Come on, man. Anything but Pringles. Every once in a while I can go for some Pringles, but it's not. Nah. In fact, we don't really have potato chips in the house very often. We're big on tortilla chips. And we eat those with our taco bowls. And Holly makes delicious chipotle salsa with tomatoes that she grows in our garden. Though the sad part is that she's probably not going to do a garden this summer with all the baby stuff. Extra toasty Cheez-Its, and I'm not a Cheez-Its guy. I'm not a big fan of cheesy snacks. I've never really been into them. Like, I don't like Cheetos. I don't like Doritos. I don't like cheese dust. Don't want cheese balls. I don't want the cheesy peanut butter crackers. I'm just, no thank you. The Ritual Network really is a classic evil name, yeah. That's true. Do you like kettle chips? Yes. Kettle chips are great. When I was in high school, I would pack my lunches for school on days I didn't like the what they were serving at school, and I like the jalapeno, or as Ricky would say, the jalapeno chips. The jalapeno chips, great. Trump is making an effort to deport all the salsa Doritos. Ridiculous. Kettle cooked chips have always been top tier. Absolutely. You not a Cheetos fan? No. I like the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, but I'm not into regular Cheetos. Will you be playing the Fire Red and Leaf Green re-releases on Switch? No. No. I'll play my original copy if I'm feeling the juice. I interned at a Frito-Lay plant. Was told a story they had to R&D a way to air fry jalapenos that they would bag together with Doritos. Abandoned because it would have been retailed for $10. Whoa. To air fry jalapenos the way they bagged. That's interesting. I don't know what that's all about. The Assassin AK with a 4.99 super chat says, I know you mentioned you dislike Metaphor after more time has passed. What didn't click with you? Gameplay, story, the world, art style. No problems with the gameplay. The story, I think the story, when it comes to Persona games, I really care about the characters a lot. And I'm not saying Metaphor didn't have good characters, but I don't think about them. I only think about the mouse guy with the ears, and I don't even remember his name. Goodness, Frisk, are you okay? So, the other thing too, without getting to spoilers, and I know this is the case to some degree with Persona games too, is towards the end, the story doesn't make any sense. Like, the story is out of control in its happenstance situations. Heismay, that's it. So to me, it's a great game. It's a very good game, but it's nowhere near as memorable or as impactful as a Persona game. And while the music is very good, the music is way better in Persona games. Let's see. You are put in charge of a AAA Pokemon release with actual AAA budget. What's the direction you're going? 3D open world. Yes, 3D open world. Turn-based. Yes. My mom sold all my GameCube games. Dude, I hope she got some money at least. I hope she got what they're worth and she didn't sell them to some fucker at a yard sale for $10 for the lot, dude. I'm praying for you, man. I'm praying for you and your mom. Got a buddy at the Hollywood listening party for the new Gorillaz album. It's apparently very good, according to him. Situation that you're in will definitely affect your experience. I'll say that. But what I've heard from the new Gorillaz album sounds pretty good. No, she didn't get shit. No. Hopefully you didn't. Please don't tell me you had something crazy in there. What do you think your estimated value was? Please, you got me hanging on a thread here. I don't know if chat's invested, but I'll follow up. The entire OST was repetitive and weak for JRPG standards. I would say that's probably true. Probably true. Yeah, it's like, to be clear, it's not that I've soured on it and I'm like, it's bad. But it's certainly not as good as when I beat it. At least 400 or 500. She got 200. Okay. That's really not quite as bad as I would have hoped. Because it's still bad, but it's not nothing. And you gotta imagine, when you're selling in bulk, she saved herself the time of individually selling all those games, giving a cut to eBay or whoever. If their games are worth $500 on price charting, if she sold those to a game store, she'd probably also get $200 or $300. So don't be crying too hard. But you're right, it's still not good. Did you ever see the live video of Dare where the guy is just ruining it? Yes. I bought the DVD that's on. Is it live in Manchester for Gorillas? And dude, that guy is off the perk. Not good. Let's see. This is a super chat from Little MJ Puppet. Sick of open world 30 to 40 hour games. Give me 12 to 20. 12 to 20 is great. For sure. I have to sneeze. Maybe. Okay, no. We're good. But yeah, I agree. 30, I'm good with a 30-hour game. I'm good with a 30, 40-hour game. It's the really long games that are getting tougher for me. For sure. Thank you, Little MJ Puppet. I just beat the pain in Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta. First time playing Metal Gear Solid 3 in this game rules. It is awesome. And the pain is a great fight. Do you have a prized retro video game / console that you could never part with? My copy of Bust a Groove 2 on PlayStation 1. Because my mom and I used to play that together. And it was the only video game that she would play, and she was very good at it. Alex says, Colin must give in and see Andor. Best Star Wars ever. I've been curious about watching it, but Alex, I'm sorry. Your money is wasted because there's nothing I can do for you. I can't convince Colin to do anything. So, and honestly, if you gave him the $2 super chat on Sacred Streaming, he wouldn't listen there either. There's nothing I can do for you. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll watch it at some point, though. But not right now. Thank you, Alex. Where are we at here, guys? Have we gone too long at this point? We're still maintaining like 195. I probably should get off. Guys, it's 9:30. I haven't eaten dinner yet. So I need to log off. I need to eat dinner. And we are supposed to play a video game tonight. And I also have Duke to do and stuff like that. We have another super chat to do, though. Are you going to pull a Sacred Streaming on me and force me to keep streaming from super chats? Don't do that. It's not worth it. It's not worth your money. The Assassin AK says, thoughts on LA Noire. Underrated Rockstar gem. I played LA Noire when it came out. I absolutely loved it. I have not played it since. So in my memory, that game's awesome. And I think it's, the smaller scale open world or whatever was great. The mechanics where you're like interviewing people are cool. I did really like that game. Thank you, Assassin AK. Eat too much and then be unable to sleep without getting acid coming up. My heartburn has been a lot worse recently. I need to get that figured out. So keep that memory. Yeah, don't go back to it. I like your Chainsaw Man. I think it's Chainsaw Man icon rebuild. Jaffe is on in about 30 minutes. You got the redirect. I can't redirect it unless he's live. It doesn't work that way. At least I don't think so. Guys, I'm going to get out of here now. I need to eat. I need to work. I need to play. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight. Sorry about the issues with the chats on the super chats. I'll see if those super chats come in later. We can make good on those next time. Do the Sacred Streaming super chats get split? No. They go into the pot and we eventually get paid. I mean, I get paid a salary, so it doesn't really affect me at all. But that's it. Video on Monday. Resident Evil Requiem video Monday. Enjoy it. Look forward to it. No spoilers, as always. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you for your memberships. I appreciate it all so much. Have an excellent evening. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.